Awesome. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the monthly hybrid Southside Wellness Coalition meeting. We'll go ahead and announce that I'm going to share the agenda that we have a meeting this morning, and then we do have a special called second meeting tonight. So they were both linked in the newsletter. Both can be attended either in person or virtually. So it's going to be a hybrid meeting as well tonight. But let's go through the agenda real quick, and then we'll go back to the minutes. But just to go over and show everybody real quick. All right, everybody in the room has a copy, and then I have it online. All right, so the plan for today is to talk about, look at the minutes from 18th, get updates about the membership campaign, TARP updates if there are any, and then lots and lots of events that are coming our way in the next few weeks. And then, of course, time for anyone that's a member joining us today to give us any updates, things you'd like to share. And then again, as a reminder, oops, more people come in the waiting room, that we have a special presentation tonight starting at 6 o'clock. Again, you can join us here or online. I shared the Zoom link there. I'll also send a link out, folks that have already registered through the newsletter. You'll get a second reminder as well this afternoon at 5 o'clock. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to roll around for introductions first, and then we'll start with those in the room. Always start with the smallest amount. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we don't. All right, absolutely. So I'm Kenan Tyner-Smith, the Director of Prevention at Southside Behavioral Health, also one of the coordinators of the coalition. I'll pass it on to Jenna.
I'm Rusty Bishop. I'm a citizen of Mecklenburg County.
Awesome. So popcorn it back online. We'll start with Kimberly Gordon, and then if you'll popcorn it on to someone else online.
Hey, Shannon. Kimberly Gordon. I teach at Halifax County High School. That's all I'm supposed to say. What am I supposed to say? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's funny. Just wanted to introduce yourself.
Okay, awesome. Shannon, you're up. You're next on my screen.
I'm Shannon Simpson. I am the Cooperative Opioid Prevention Education Coordinator for Virginia Cooperative Extension, Virginia Tech, for Halifax and the Central Region of Virginia.
Awesome. We'll popcorn it to Brittany.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brittany Holtz-Higgins, and I'm the Business Development and Marketing Rep for the Comprehensive Treatment Centers of Virginia, where we treat opioid use disorder with medication-assisted treatment. And we do have 10 clinics across the state, so I'm just here to get involved in the communities that our clinics serve.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Elizabeth?
Yes, I'm Elizabeth Kopp, Community Engagement Manager with Girl Scouts Virginia Skyline. The one area that your coalition serves, that our council also serves, is Halifax County. Glad to be on today. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Brenna?
Good morning, Brenna Link, Population Health Manager at the Department of Health for Pennsylvania, Danville, and Southside, which includes Mecklenburg, Halifax, and Brunswick County.
Awesome. Allison?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Allison Byrne. I am the Community Engagement and Partnership Coordinator at the Central Virginia VA Medical Center. I work with the suicide prevention team there and work with coalitions all the way from Richmond all the way down to Southside. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. Denise?
Oops, sorry about that. Hi, my name is Denise Smith. I work with Tri-County Community Action Agency. I'm the trauma-informed care specialist.
Thank you, Denise. Sheena?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheena Rosario. I'm the Health and Wellness Specialist for the Head Start program in South Boston.
Awesome. Thank you. And then Shannon, you've got a twin that has a wonderful background.
That's Amanda
you-
Henley, and she works, there you go. I gave her my, invitation that,
Awesome.
she works with me for Virginia Tech. She's a community, coordinator for Prince Edward County.
Awesome. Welcome. You said last name is Amanda Kelly?
Henley, she can
Henley.
speak.
Awesome. All right. And then Amber?
Sorry, I just popped in. What are we doing?
Introductions. Perfect timing.
I'm Amber. I'm with Groups Recover Together in Martinsville office. We are doing maintenance medication. Sorry, I'm sick. We are hybrid, so we do telehealth and in person in some of our offices, and we do weekly counseling, monthly provider meetings, and then we give out resources to our members.
Awesome. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us. All right. Awesome. I think I got everybody. All right. Awesome. All right. So back to our agenda. We'll look first at the minutes from last month, which if you're in person, you have a copy, and I'm going to go ahead and share that online. You also received this when you all got the monthly newsletter. And by the way, if anyone on here today is not on my monthly newsletter list, you will be after the meeting. All right. So again on your screen. All right. So we got somebody else rolling in. Jamie King's rolling in. All right. Let's see. In a minute. Yeah. All right. So last month's meeting, here we have. All right. Our presentation was by Sergeant Jamie King of Mecklenburg County. Talked about the membership campaign and updates, member news. Lots of great events took place last month. Okay, I'm going to roll those back. Floor is open for any questions. All right, I got somebody in the chat. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right, no questions. Can I get a motion?
Motion to accept the minutes as posted.
Thank you, Shannon. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Denise. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all. All right, minutes are approved. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Jenna to give us an update on our membership campaign.
So looking at the membership forms that I have from you guys, I have about 16 people signed up. So just as a reminder, if you want to be considered a member for the upcoming year, which includes voting rights, for upcoming leadership, which is about 4 chairs, I think, that are going to be coming open. You do need to have attended a meeting between January and December of this year, and then make sure that you have a membership form that's actually filled out. I have emailed people separately, and then also it should be in the newsletter. If you come in person, there are little cards that'll take you straight to our Join Us site, but you can also find it on the Be Well site that we have under Join Us. We've got 3 different membership forms. It's individual, partner, and then also youth. You guys are not youth, so don't worry about that one. But the partner one is that if you run a business organization and you want them to be represented as the business, to do that one. But if you're coming just as yourself, or you have multiple representation from one place, partnership, organization, business, then you guys can do individual. Are there any questions? And I will be resending out membership stuff just to remind people so you guys can find it pretty easy. But if you have attended a meeting, I highly suggest you fill out the membership form because you guys are all members, just need that documentation. So we've got updated documentation on who is actually in the coalition and updated information, email, name, all that kind of stuff.
Do you want to pull up the website and
Yeah.
see if, and then you can show them what it looks like to get there and then drop that link in in case anyone wants to do it right now.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't done it, we know you might have a few minutes this morning as you're looking at our wonderful faces to fill it out. As I'm writing down that Jamie came in, Amanda came in, and Elena's coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
All
Let me
right.
pull up Be Well.
Yeah.
So if you just go, let me make this big so everybody can see. But if you just go to the join us right here, that's going to give you all your options. Individual, partner, youth. It's pretty simple. They're all free. You don't have to worry about having to do anything crazy. It's just going to ask you your information and then stuff that you guys probably have done in the previous years. It's all relatively the same. Any
Put it
questions?
At the top, drop it in the chat box.
Yeah. I gotcha.
That way they can.
Whoa.
That
Why
should
is
be
it doing
defaulted to
that?
join us.
Maybe
Why
I
went to
paste.
calendar all of a sudden.
I think because I pasted
You
it by
clicked went
accident.
to calendar. The beauties of technology these days. Oh, there it is. You got it.
Yeah.
All right. So we do need to make sure everybody, even if you've been a member for the last 9 years, we absolutely have to have an updated membership now every 2 years. Every 2 years to support our efforts and our funding.
Elena, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Sorry I'm late. I was speaking briefly in a different meeting. I'm Sherry Elena Martin. I am the Housing Case Manager at Tri-County, and I am co-chair of the coalition.
Perfect. Thank you. Jamie, do you want to introduce yourself? That's okay. Amanda, are you able to come off mute and introduce yourself? Or is she
I
still?
can. I'm Amanda Hutchins. I work with the Virginia Department of Health. I manage their Medical Reserve Corps, which is their volunteer base. We go out during disasters and public health emergencies. One thing that we do, and we're partnering with Kenan a lot on, is the rapid revive and providing revive in the community. But I'm also a CPR instructor, a stop the bleed instructor, until help arrives instructor.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. That's all I have for membership.
Okay. Do we have any leadership team updates? Elena, is anything you want to share from leadership team perspective?
Nothing that comes to mind off the top of my head. Is Catherine here?
No.
Okay.
No, she wasn't able to make it this
Did you have anything, Kenan?
We were gonna mention, go ahead and roll into the events we have up and coming, if that's okay.
Do you want to let Kim give an update on the youth coalition that we're running in
Yeah.
Halifax?
Let's do that first. Yes, yes, yes.
Kim, you want to talk about the youth coalition?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm excited. The kids are excited. The kids are coming to me often with ideas and thoughts. So they've got some drive going behind them. We came up with a name, last meeting? They voted on SPEAK, which is an acronym for Students of Prevention, Education, Awareness, and Knowledge. And that was The kids came up with different names and then the kids voted on it. So it was all student driven. They're working now on logos. So I think the plan, Jenna, is next meeting. We're going to do that. I'm not 100% sure, but they're working on logos. Again, this is all student created. They're doing their drive. They're the drive behind all of this. We started some data last month on vaping. That data all goes to Jenna, so I don't know how that is going. I did poll some of my students and our faculty trying to get some different ideas about what's going on with the vaping and their thoughts. That is our primary campaign this year, primary project. Vaping, the kids are encouraged to come up with some other ideas. They've been sending some to us. So like I said, they're really involved. They're really excited. So just trying to keep that drive, that push. We're hosting Hidden in Plain Sight in November with Kenan and Jenna and the Sheriff's Department here. Jamie King, I think, has been very helpful with the Sheriff's Department and with them. So thank you. So yeah, I don't know if I left anything out or not. I didn't have any notes. I'm sorry.
You're good. Yeah, that's right. We're doing logos for next month. And then also you guys are sponsoring Impact to come and talk about vaping and marijuana use in the school. That's also happening in November too,
Yes,
right?
that's going to be a school-wide presentation. We're dividing the kids up by grades. So they're going to be presenting that 3 different times. We're combining 1 grade. So looking forward to that. And I actually got to meet the ladies yesterday. They were here for a Yovaso event. Very nice, very educated. I'm excited to work with them.
Cool. Awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
All right, well, that'll segue into sharing the flyers then for the upcoming events. Start with Kim's. Should be up there. Yeah.
Is it
it'll
all
be
these?
Yeah, it'll be in that file. It's gonna be, yeah,
In plain sight.
there we go.
So you've got 2 hidden in plain sights coming up. As Kim mentioned, there's one going to be in Halifax and then one going to be in Mecklenburg. These were all done by request of people in the school. So Kim requested it and we've been working with the Youth Coalition. And then Jamie King requested it for Mecklenburg. So we've got Sunday, November 16th is going to be Halifax. And then November 18th is going to be Mecklenburg. I have the other one up here.
Yeah, that's the Halifax one, and then you can share the,
Where's the other one? I only have
you can go back
the.
and get it, it's in there.
Wait a minute. Is this?
That's tonight.
No, it's just
Yeah.
tonight.
Stop share, I guess, and go back and get it from the bottom. Yeah, it's down at the bottom, yeah, down in there, yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah, meeting materials.
Got you.
There it is, how, Mecklenburg line, there it is.
There we go. And here's the Mecklenburg one. It's on the 18th from 6 to 8.
You gotta love this fancy technology we got.
Oh,
Since we
like-
last- I know,
Watching CI.
I know, it's like since we lost the.
And
last
then-
knowledge.
We are having a couple mental health first aids coming up in January and November, I think. Let me pull that up. There's gonna be one November 17th and then one January 9th, it looks like.
Yes, and something to share, we're doing also 2 youth classes as well in the coming months. And also, it can be shared on the screen, they're also in our newsletter, also online on social media. I know that school districts, it's been shared with school districts, there is a mental health first aid training that's offered by all the different CSBs across the state of Virginia, and we of course have 2 coming up as well, so. If you know of anyone that wants to take a class supporting youth or take a class supporting adults, we've got 4 classes in the coming quarter. If you know of anyone that would like to take this mental health training.
And
And then we've got 2 assist class, 1 in November, 1 in December. That's the 2-day safety planning, helping folks get
It's not,
connected to.
it's not showing the things, it's just showing your computer folders.
Oh, okay, all right, stop that then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you
Yeah,
for letting us
thanks.
know. Just shrink them down. If you shrink them down and open them up, then I'll bypass that.
If I what?
Let's see. Oh, there you go. Hold on. If you shrink, Hang on. Thank you. I know technology doesn't catch up with us very often. Go like this. And then hang on. Hang on, let's do this. Hang on, these are all open windows. If they didn't see anything, hang on. It'll lock up. Hang on, here we go. Shannon, did you see the hidden in plain sight ones or no?
We only saw the first one, and then
Okay.
when you went to the second one, all we saw was the folders.
All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, let's
And
try it
Amber
this
was
way.
the one that actually pointed it out, so.
All right, thank you. All right, so we already shared the one for Halifax. Okay. We got so much good stuff happening, it just locks up a little bit sometimes. All right, now that it's open, now we go back to the meeting. It should work. Hang on. All right, tell us if yep, there we go. All right, this is the one, y'all see my screen? There we go. That's the one in Mecklenburg?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So one on Sunday at Halifax High School and then Tuesday night in Mecklenburg. So as members, y'all are welcome to attend both. We're still looking for folks to have tables at both events.
Yeah.
So if you want to be in front of and talk to parents at either one of these high schools, this is a grand opportunity for you to participate and set up a table, have open conversations around the services you provide, the work that you do in the community. This is our first time in any school since COVID, so we're really, really super excited about this. And we have lots and lots of tables set up. It's going to be a resource fair along with the local sheriff's officers sharing information. We're going to have a mock bedroom set up, conversations around what's happening in the environment around our young people. Lots of great educational opportunities happening that night. So would love to see you all participate. All right, let me get somebody else. There we go. All right, more folks coming into our room. Awesome. We got a good bandwidth today. All right, fantastic. All right, and then I'll stop share that one. Hang on. All right. So I'm not sure what would be best time. All right, Amber, let's get to your questions. What's your question about the programming?
I was just curious. My son goes to the alternative school in Henry County, and they just got Revive training with Narcan. And I know that is something that's really hard to do with youth. But it being at the alternative school, I know they were able to do so. And it gave me a chance to actually speak with his stepmom and his dad about Narcan because they were freaking out that he was just given Narcan. And I was like, he's been trained. I said, it also will not harm anyone if he was to give it to them and they didn't per se need it. So I was able to educate them, but I was wondering, is there a program like that in y'all's area as well? Or is that just kind of off limits right now?
Well, right now we can do Revive training to any adult. Now, I'll say that we are going to be providing Revive training at Halifax High School and Mecklenburg High School per permission from their building principal or the superintendent. We have not yet had that conversation with any entity asking us to train those under 18. If we are asked to do that, then we would have that conversation and get it approved by the state. So the answer to the question basically is twofold. Yes, we have the ability to Revive train anyone and provide them with a box of Narcan. I would imagine, yes, we're also able to train youth, but that is by request only. So when we have our Revive training at both high schools in November, we'll not be Revive training youth directly at those events. But if it was to be requested by an entity such as an alternative school or an agency or a church to come in and train their young people, then with their permission, we would then be doing that. I hope that makes sense.
Did that answer your question, Amber?
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
in the middle of a
absolutely.
coughing fit.
No, You're fine. Thank you.
That's okay. Yes, that is something that we are open to discussing, but again, with providing Narcan to young people, we have to have an understanding from the person who would like us to come and provide that training. All right, awesome. All right, let me kick up. All right, so going back to, and specifically mention about young people, let me shut this down. Let's share, since the flyer's locked up. Where did the other flyer go? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we've got 2 youth mental health first aids coming up. Let me get that on y'all's screen. I've got that on mine. Hang on. Back over here. There they are. There we go. Y'all see that clicking we do on this end. There it is. All right, so in December, 1 Mecklenburg location, 1 Halifax location. We're hosting 2 mental health first aids. That's a class designed for adults to support young people. Again, no cost. Registration online. We'll take care of you, get you ready, and get you set for either one of those trainings. Right. All right. Oops. There you go. Hang on. All right. Okay. All right. Oops. Stop share. There it is. Stop share. There we go. And then we also have one. Bring it back up. Here it is. The adult one. There it is. That back up. Shrink that down. Let's get off our website. There we go. There we go. And there's the adult mental health first aid that's coming up in November. There we go. Oh, got a question in the chat box. All right, awesome. Okay, I thought someone's going to say they didn't see the flyers. There we go, November 17th again, 1 in Clarksville, and then the one in January at the Southern Virginia Higher Education Center, a class to support folks. Okay. And let's see. All right, and then I'm just going to share one for sake of time. That we also have 2 assist trainings coming up, 1 in November and 1 in December. That is the class where, again, it's a 2-day safety planning, how to support someone, connect them to resources. That are having suicidal thoughts. All right, and that's on your screen as well. The one in November is the 12th and 13th. The one in December is the 3rd and 4th. Again, we're trying to get folks registered and connected. Again, if you know of anybody, and I can also, they'll be in the website. And if you'd like me to email them to you individually, just let me know. Drop your email in a chat box or send me an email or phone call.
And Kenan, I just want to add how helpful this class is. I've used these skills multiple times, including earlier today with a client. So if you work with vulnerable populations or really any human, I think it's a great class to have.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that feedback. We appreciate it. Yes. All right. And we had some new people jump into the room. Amanda Henley. Did she introduce herself? Okay, I missed that one. Sorry. All right. Dr. H. Oh, there's Amanda. No, go ahead, Amanda.
Hi, my name is Amanda Henley. I am a community engagement coordinator with Virginia Tech with Prince Edward County and Halifax County to address the opioid misuse.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right, Dr. H. All right, so we updated all of our events. Lots of wonderful things happening. Again, 2 hidden in plain sights, multiple classes for mental health support and suicide prevention. So now it's the time for member updates, announcements from you all. Floor is open. Shannon, I'll start with you.
We have a very exciting thing that Amanda is actually going to be the point person on. We did a study on the opioid problem in Halifax County that many people were involved in. We appreciate it. And part of that study said that we needed to have more peer recovery specialists and that we needed to make sure that they were more visible in our community. So because of that, we sought out additional grant funding, and we were able to secure grant funding to pay for 7 persons to take the peer recovery specialist training, which is usually about $500 to 700. I don't know. Anyway, so it's fairly expensive. And then the other thing that they have to do after they take their peer recovery class is a specialist class, is that they have to do 500 hours of internship. And we were able to secure enough funding to pay for the classes and to pay for 500 hours of internship for 7 people. I believe we have 3 or 4 slots filled, but we still have at least 3 more people that we are willing to take applications of interest. If anyone knows someone that would be a great peer recovery specialist, I just sent a letter over to Darren so that he knows kind of what we're looking for. But we're really excited to be able to offer this opportunity because you know, people do get slowed down with not being able to do that 500 hours of internship and how much that costs them in lost income. So that this was something that we really felt that we would be able to have an impact in the community if we were able to provide this. So I have sent a letter to Darren. The requirements for the peer recovery specialist are that you need to be sober for at least a year, and then they revolve around your charges that you can't have any violent or sexually oriented charges in order to become a peer recovery specialist. And that's just a general requirement. But if anybody knows someone that might be interested, it's a really great opportunity to get this done in a way that you know, that doesn't impact your life quite as much as it ordinarily would. And Amanda Henley is going to be the point person on that as my community coordinator, that she's going to be taking all the information. We don't have a flyer because it's kind of you know, it's kind of going to be a cooperation with our recovery courts in Prince Edward and in Halifax, and, you know, to see what we can do to help people that might be interested. But if you do know someone that's interested, please don't hesitate to give them my name or Amanda's name and to get in contact with us.
Awesome. That's wonderful, wonderful news. That's fantastic news. We've shared it here already. Like you said, Darren is going to be in touch with you, and we will definitely be sharing that information. We'd love to put it in the newsletter on our social media, Shannon. So if you're going to send us a flyer of any kind, that would be great to get that out there. We'll definitely send it out.
I'm horrible at flyers, so someone wants to take pity on me. But yeah, that is not in my skill set. I guess it needs to be, and I need to work on that today.
Yeah, or a press release, anything, a little paragraph narrative or something. We don't want to put any words in yours and Amanda's mouths. So if you guys want to send us a short little narrative of some kind, that would be helpful. Awesome. All right. Next.
So I have some COC updates. We had our COC meeting last Friday. The COC is the continuum of care. It's the community's response to homelessness in Southside. Tri-County is the fiscal agent for the funds that the COC has, but Tri-County does not actually own these funds. This is governed by the COC. So the COC received $140,844 on July the 1st. And this is to address people who are experiencing homelessness, people who are in danger of becoming homeless in Southside. Those funds are almost depleted. So we have about $5,000 left for emergency shelter operations. That's where we put someone in the hotel for up to 30 days. That's probably enough to help 3, perhaps 4 households through until June. We have about $1,500 for homelessness prevention. So that's if someone is in danger of becoming homeless because they're behind on their rent. As I'm sure you can imagine, that's not a lot of funds to address. I mean, that would probably assist one person. We have our rapid rehousing program where if you are homeless, we can help you get into housing by helping with the security deposit and the first month's rent. That program has $895 left. So obviously, there's not going to be much help available for anyone experiencing homelessness or in danger of becoming homeless in Southside until our next fiscal year begins in July. So not great news. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Elena. Anyone else like to provide an update?
I don't have anybody from Tri-County at either one of the Hidden Plain sites yet. If any of you want to talk to your people, appreciate it.
I will put the message out. I'm actually out of town that week, so it won't be me, but I'll see if I can get you somebody.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That would be great. Right. All right. If there are no other announcements, we do want to remind you that tonight will be the second half of our coalition meeting, a special called session this evening, again, which you can join via the Zoom link or come in person. We are going to be having pizza tonight. And let's see, let me share here the flyer, show you all what we're Dr. Wells tonight. Get this up and shared, and then there we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. Yep, here we go. There you go on the screen tonight at 6 o'clock. Someone's having fun. I'll have to mute that person in a minute. No, it'll be here. It'll be here, or online. Okay, so that'll be 6 o'clock to 7:30 tonight. Welcome to come join us in person or on the Zoom link. Right.
Can we talk about and what we've been doing in the schools and a little bit about ACEs and just all that kind of stuff? So
that's tonight. Who's got there we go. I got it.
Did someone from Mecklenburg Hidden in Plain Sight want to talk about the Hidden in Plain Sight at all? Did you guys have any comments?
Jenna, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, this is Jamie. How y'all doing this morning? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
Hear you.
Look, I think we got Dr. H and Miss Chumney, and I just wanted to bring them in so we could talk a little bit together with it. But like you said earlier, this will be our first Hidden in Plain Sight done at the complex in Mecklenburg County. And we're really excited about it. Good partnerships going on, a lot of good resources, and a lot of good information can be brought forward. If Dr. H, if you can hear, if you just touch a little bit on the school side, just on the collaboration together and moving forward towards the Hidden in Plain Sight.
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant King. Ms. Chumney had to step out, but yeah, we're real excited. This is something we started talking about with Sergeant King last year and Officer White, Deputy White. We felt like high school is kind of high school and the middle school is kind of a perfect place to be holding such an event. And so we've kind of had to move quickly. You can see in the flyer that it's Tuesday, November the 18th from 6 to 8 o'clock. We've done a lot of planning. We made it really big. We scaled back a little bit, trying to make sure that we make it the first one successful here. We're trying to include as many people as possible, but we also have to be cognizant of the age groups that we try to reach out to, and the crowd that we draw, and supervision and things like that. So we've had a lot of conversation about that, but we feel very, very confident that it'll be well attended. We're starting to market it through our partners, and I think we've got one more meeting coming up here at the end of October to finalize some things. So everybody that's participating in that, we really appreciate it. And, you know, as the principal here at the high school, I look forward to partnering with all of you and learning more about the programs that you offer. And I know Ms. Chumney would say the same thing.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
H.
All right. Any other final updates? Comments, questions?
So as a reminder, Tri-County is having our 60th anniversary banquet tomorrow at 5:30. If you'd like to get a dress and come join us, it is semi-formal and tickets are $60. We would love to have you.
Awesome. Elena, if you've got anything to share out on social media for that, you email it to me. I'll get it in front of our marketing person today.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. With that being said, we'll adjourn the meeting at 10:44. And again, we'd love to see you all tonight, again, with our guest speaker that will be this evening. Again, hybrid here in Clarksville, or you can join us online. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right.